Poetry. The enchanting realm of poetry. Poetry, a timeless and captivating form of literary expression, weaves words into a tapestry of emotions, thoughts, and imagery that resonate with the human soul. In its concise verses and carefully chosen words, poetry has the power to transcend boundaries, capturing the essence of human experiences and emotions that often elude conventional prose. Through its intricate rhythm and metaphoric language, poetry engages both heart and mind, creating a unique connection between the writer and the reader. At its core, poetry is a medium that thrives on brevity and precision. Poets distill complex feelings and ideas into condensed forms, crafting lines with layers of meaning. The challenge lies in choosing words that evoke vivid images and stir deep emotions within the reader's consciousness. The interplay of rhyme, meter, and sound further enhances the musicality of poetry, making it a feast for the senses. Beyond its artistic allure, poetry is a repository of cultural heritage and historical insights. From ancient epics to modern spoken word performances, poetry has chronicled the evolution of societies, reflecting shifts in ideologies, emotions, and social norms. Each poem becomes a snapshot of its era, offering a window into the human experience across time and space. Moreover, poetry provides a haven for introspection and self-expression. Writers find solace in the rhythmic flow of their words, using verses to navigate their inner landscapes and confront their demons. Readers, in turn, discover kindred spirits in the verses, finding solace in the realization that their emotions are shared and understood. In a world often dominated by prose and rapid communication, poetry's deliberate pace and aesthetic elegance offer a respite. It challenges us to slow down, savor each word, and explore the intricate maze of human sentiment. In a few lines, a poem can encapsulate the profundity of a moment, inviting us to reflect, connect, and embrace the beauty of language's boundless possibilities. Exploring the tapestry of poetry, a journey through different types of poetry. Poetry, a diverse and intricate literary art form, weaves words into many patterns, rhythms, and structures that reflect the kaleidoscope of human emotions, experiences, and imagination. From traditional shapes that have stood the test of time to modern innovations that challenge conventions, poetry is a rich tapestry woven from various types and styles. The sonnet, a revered form that originated in Italy, is a 14-line poem characterized by strict rhyme schemes and a specific meter, often iambic pentameter. The Shakespearean and Petrarchan sonnets are two well-known variations. Shakespearean sonnets follow an ABABCDCDEFGG rhyme scheme and are celebrated for exploring love, time, and beauty. Petrarchan sonnets, also known as Italian sonnets, comprise an octave ABBA, followed by a sestet CDE or CD, addressing themes like unrequited love and human emotions. Originating in Japan, the haiku is a concise and evocative form that captures a moment in nature or life. Comprising 3 lines with a syllable pattern of 5-7-5, haikus distill complex emotions and vivid imagery into a few carefully chosen words. They encourage readers to find beauty in simplicity and contemplate the transient nature of existence. The Villanelle is a structured poem of 19 lines, characterized by its intricate rhyme scheme and repeating lines. It consists of 5 tercets, ABA rhyme, followed by a quatrain, ABAA rhyme. The first and third lines of the initial tercet alternate as the final lines of subsequent tercets, creating a haunting refrain. The form's repetition can evoke a sense of obsession or introspection, as in Dylan Thomas's Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. Breaking away from strict rhyme schemes and meters, free verse celebrates poetic freedom and experimentation. Poetry that has inconsistent or no rhyme is called free verse. This type of poetry relies on the rhythm of natural speech, allowing poets to play with line breaks and structure. It can encompass various themes and styles, offering a canvas for unique expression. Walt Whitman's Song of Myself is a renowned example of free verse that captures the vastness of human experience. Slant rhyme, also known as near rhyme or imperfect rhyme, refers to words that have a close but not exact phonetic similarity in their final sounds. Unlike perfect verses, where the sounds of the ending syllables match precisely, example, cat and hat, slant rhymes involve words with similar, yet not identical, sounds. This can include words with similar consonant sounds but different vowel sounds or vice versa. Slant rhymes are often used to create a subtle, more nuanced effect in poetry and can add complexity to how words are paired and connected within a poem. Light-hearted and often humorous, limericks are 5-line poems with a distinctive AABBA rhyme scheme. They are known for their playful tone and unexpected twists. Limericks frequently explore absurd situations or characters, inviting readers to enjoy a moment of comic relief. Elegies are poems that mourn the loss of someone or something. They explore themes of grief, mortality, and remembrance. Elegies can vary in structure and style, but they share a common thread of expressing deep emotions in response to loss. Thomas Gray's Elegy written in a country churchyard is a classic example that contemplates the lives of ordinary people. Enjambment is a poetic technique where a sentence or phrase begins on one line of a poem and continues on to the following line without a pause or a natural break in the syntax. This creates a sense of flow and movement within the poem, as the reader's eye and voice are carried from one line to the next without interruption. Enjambment can add a dynamic quality to the lines and contribute to the rhythm and pacing of the poem. Poets often use it to create connections between ideas, evoke a sense of momentum, and encourage readers to move smoothly through the verses. Anaphora is a rhetorical and poetic device in which a word or phrase is repeated at the beginning of successive lines, clauses, or sentences. This repetition creates emphasis, rhythm, and a sense of continuity in the text. Anaphora is used to highlight a particular idea, evoke emotion, or create a memorable and impactful effect in prose and poetry. It can contribute to the overall structure and thematic development of work by reinforcing critical concepts through repetition. An acrostic poem uses the initial letters of each line or stanza to spell words, names, or phrases vertically. This form adds an element of puzzle and surprise to the poem's composition. Acrostics can serve as playful dedications or hidden messages within the verses. Odes are poems that celebrate and praise a subject with elevated and formal language. They often address concepts such as beauty, nature, or philosophical ideas. Odes can be written in various structures and rhythms, offering poets a platform to express admiration and reverence. A quatrain is a specific form of poetry that consists of 4 lines. It's a stanzaic structure, meaning a group of lines within a poem that shares a typical pattern or rhyme scheme. Quatrains can be found in many verses, from classical sonnets to modern free verse compositions. Quatrains come in various rhyme schemes and meter patterns, allowing poets to create different effects and convey diverse emotions. The rhyme scheme determines how the rhyming words are arranged within the quatrain. Poetry is a vast landscape adorned with diverse types, each with unique characteristics, structures, and themes. From the structured elegance of sonnets to the liberating spontaneity of free verse, poets have harnessed these forms to communicate the intricacies of human emotion, explore the mysteries of existence, and celebrate the beauty of language itself. Just as a painter selects different brushes and strokes to create a masterpiece, poets choose from a palette of types to craft verses that resonate, inspire, and endure through the ages. Melodic echoes, the role of rhyme in poetry. Rhyme, a cornerstone of poetic expression, adds a layer of musicality and structure to the art of wordsmithing. By repeating similar sounds, Verse creates patterns that resonate within the reader's mind, enhancing the emotional impact and memorable quality of poetry. It is a powerful tool that poets wield to craft verses that linger in the heart and minds of audiences. At its core, rhyme encompasses various types, each contributing distinct characteristics to a poem. End rhyme, where words at the end of lines share similar sounds, is perhaps the most familiar. It creates a predictable and satisfying rhythm that guides readers through the verses. This type of rhyme establishes patterns that help to weave the narrative or theme together, making the poem more cohesive. Delving deeper, internal rhyme offers surprises within the lines themselves. By placing rhyming words within a single line, poets create a sense of unity and symmetry that adds complexity to the poem's structure. Internal rhyme can serve as a unifying thread, emphasizing key phrases or making subtle connections that enrich the reading experience. Words that do not rhyme exactly and use dashes to highlight important words are a component of internal rhyme. Then, there is the nuance of slant rhyme, where sounds are not a perfect match but hold a kinship. This type of rhyme can evoke a sense of mystery and depth, allowing poets to create a more subtle, layered effect. Slant rhyme defies strict conventions, inviting readers to explore the delicate balance between sound and meaning. The magic of rhyme extends beyond its auditory appeal. Rhyming words create associations that enhance the emotional impact of poetry. They emphasize certain lines, guide the reader's attention, and provide a sense of closure. Rhyme can heighten the rhythm of a poem, making it flow like a melodic composition that engages both the importance and the intellect. For example, the line "deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering," fearing from Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven uses both word inversion and internal rhyme. Unrhymed iambic pentameter is referred to as blank verse. Blank verse is a form of poetry that consists of lines of unrhymed iambic pentameter, which means each line contains 5 pairs of syllables with the stress on the second syllable, iambic, and a total of 10 syllables, pentameter. This form of verse was notably used by playwrights like William Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe in their plays, and it has been employed in various literary works to create a rhythmic and formal quality without the constraints of rhyme. Word inversion involves changing the standard word order in a sentence to achieve a specific rhythm, emphasis, or poetic effect. In the given line, the words "deep into that darkness peering" exhibit word inversion by placing the verb peering before its subject darkness, creating a more poetic and rhythmic flow. Internal rhyme refers to the occurrence of rhyming words within the same line of verse. In this line, peering and fearing rhyme internally, adding a musical quality and creating a connection between the words that enhances the poem's emotional resonance. Both of these techniques contribute to the overall musicality and impact of the line, showcasing Edgar Allan Poe's skill in crafting sound and meaning within his poetry.